per year. And this, if you are registered, you get a lot of trade leads from inside India and outside India also. So this is called MSME Mart. It is a B2B portal and B2C portal. So that it is also it will be useful when you are targeting you are selling your product outside Telangana, AP and all. If you want to go little far means you can register with the portal MSME Mart. Apart from that, NSSC also does like a lot of sponsored exhibitions, both domestic as well as international. So this scheme is available with the MSME. This is available with the other MSME ministry organizations. We also have this scheme, and we also have a list of events, calendar of events. It will be very well published in advance. This information will be published in our site in advance. If you have to choose that exhibition where you want to attend, and maximum 2 members from the particular MSME will be sponsored by half your expenditure will be borne by NSSA. So if it is a woman entrepreneur, it will be up to 90 women SC/ST. Remaining 70 to 90% will be given in the trade fair, accommodation and the stall fee and all. So it is both applicable for both for the domestic as well as international exhibitions. So but there will be a list of events will be there that you have to see in advance. You have to apply 45 days in advance. 45 days in advance for that particular event. And NSSC and we take this one, and we there will be event organizations who approaches NSSC in advance, like 2 months in advance. Then we'll be planning and we'll be conducting the exhibitions, both domestic exhibitions, and we'll be sponsoring the exhibitions also. So this is also useful for your marketing. So even though it's not a digital marketing, so it will be useful for your marketing aspects. So apart from that, we have like other schemes called we do raw material. We supply raw material. So we are a bulk suppliers, suppliers of bulk raw materials. So for example, we supply iron, steel, cement. Suppose whoever the industries needs this, they can procure from us. We supply this from having MOUs with all the PSUs as well as all the private major players. So in the steel, we have a MOU with all the say RNL, SAIL, even Jindal also, and we take the material from them and we supply at the lesser price than what the dealers offer, and we pass on whatever the discounts, MOU discounts as well as annual discounts, quarterly discounts, whatever they offer, that will be straight away passed on to the MSME directly without taking any penny from you. This is what we do, the bulk supplies of the material. In this we have iron, steel, zinc, PE, all are there, cement, and so many are there. Apart from that, we are exploring other materials also which we can supply. NSSC can facilitate in providing the material to this MSMEs. And apart from that, NSSC also does the financing part, not like a bank. We are not a banker. We are like NBFC, a government NBFC. We give the finance for your raw materials, only for raw materials. That is called raw material finance. In this raw material finance, our credit time duration will be 180 days, because NSSC treats 180 days as your cycle, manufacturing cycle. And within 180 days, if any PSU, any MSME takes a loan from NSSC and repay, so we charge from 9% to 10.75% will be our rate of interest based on your rating. And if you are a micro, it will be start from 9. If you are a small, it start from 10. Because when you go for NBFC, if your bank limits are not sufficient and you have the order and all, then you will be think of the other NBFCs and all, then you will be taking from them. But if you compare, our documentation will be little strict, but our rate of interest will be, after entering into NSSC, it will be very cheaper than, damn cheaper than the other NBFC over there in this India. Okay, that is our NSSC raw material financing. Apart from this, we also have the the other speaker said NSSC is coming with a team, but still we are not clear what the team will contain, because that's why I'm not touching the topic team. So very soon, within 6 months in this financial year, will be coming with this team also. In the team, that is a digital platform where you can sell and we provide even packaging support also. In that, a government will pay for first 5-6 products, government will pay, and later you have to pay from your pocket. So that is coming up. So it will take some 6 months time. So these are the things we support to the micro, small, medium industries. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Because I am not going in other areas because today's session is marketing and digital marketing. So that's why I didn't touch the finance part and all.
What is the fees for registration?
NSS registration. So that depends on the turnover, sir. What is the turnover? Pardon?
It's a startup.
For startup, it's just a 2,500, sir.
Is it a lifetime membership or?
No, it is every 2 years you have to renew it. 2 years renewal. And yeah, my office at Balnagar. If any unit is a micro unit, so we have other schemes. For micro, we have a lot of other support is there. For micro, we have a B2B, I said it, we have a B2B scheme is there. So in that, we give, like if you are able to pay 11,000 rupees any micro unit, you will get NSSC registration, you will get a B2B MSME Mart registration, and we have a digital facilitation, like we run your this one our page for 1 month and we publicize. So that costs 25,000 rupees for the normal, like a small and medium enterprise. Those things, everything you get within 10,000, you get if you are a micro unit. For other units, so that will vary. So B2B, I already told you, it is a 6,000 plus GST. The NSSC registration will start from 2,500. So the other digital scheme is there where we charge 25,000. We run that particular promote the product for 1 month. That is 25,000. So if it is a micro unit, you get all these things within 10,000. All the 3 packages. Even if any unit is a CST, then it is just if you pay 100 rupees, you get NSSC registration as well as a B2B registration. SC entrepreneurs who can get this for 100 plus GST, 100 plus GST. So these are the things we give in the marketing support. Yeah, we are located at Balnagar. The Balnagar adjacent to this MSME'S. MSME'S is one side, and if you come towards the Boinpalli, so there is HP petrol bunk is there. So adjacent to that there is a building in the 3rd floor. So we have offices at 3 places: RTC Crossroad, Balnagar, Balnagar Crossroad, and ECL Crossroad in Hyderabad. In AP we have at Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam.
For EMD exemption, what you said?
EMD exemption.
Yeah.
Investment deposit.
Is it required both MSME and NSI registration or any MSME? If I am only registered with MSME, that is enough?
Yeah. If you are having a NSSC registration, then you are qualified for a technical bit because NSSC registration will have everything. So MSME Uddam registration doesn't contain anything. Uddam is it is a declaration what you are giving. Even you will be rejected in the technical bit and all. NSSC registration is an authenticated document where everything will be specified and what you are quoting for. So there will be technical specification will be there. This product, this much specification.
So both registrations are compulsory.
So Uddam is it is a online authentication. Anybody, even I can do Uddam registration today itself. 100 Uddam registration by having a PAN numbers and all.
Okay.
So Uddam registration doesn't give any sanity. So NSSC registration will definitely they have to consider because it is contains everything.
Okay. So is it a registered company required? Suppose I am a startup company,
Yeah.
I am not registered.
Any startup company, if you are already started your production
Yes.
or your service,
Yes.
then you can go for NSSC registration.
Registration, when a registered firm is not proprietary, is also a registration only.
Correct.
It need not be a private limited or a partnership firm. That registration is not required.
I am a proprietorship one.
Enough.
Okay.
See, proprietor firm, proprietor firm doesn't require anything because you are doing any trading, you apply for PAN, GST and all. The proprietor is the same PAN and GST will be having in your own supplier. So anybody who want to do the business, they have to first register with the Uddam. In online, it is a declaration. It is not a registration, it is a declaration you do.
Correct.
Online.
Correct.
So after that, when you have an NSSC registration, you are bound to get the order. So because everything is crystal clear. Suppose you are not doing that item, means it won't be there in a certificate.
So for this EMD exemption, how much I have to pay to NSIC as a registration charges?
So if your turnover is very less, like within 1 crore and all, it is just hardly 2,500 plus GST.
Okay.
So that will be valid for 2 years. Yeah.
That covers all the three.
Marketing see, for his case, he will come out of the micro. Yeah, if you are a micro, you get everything
MSME Mart and those.
11,500 if you take, you get everything, 3 things, MSME Mart, P2P and the NSS registration and all. So for micro, there are a lot of facilities are there, for small it is not, that subsidies are not there. Yeah, NSSC is acts like a NBFC, like we are not like private NBFC. We also does the raw material. We finance only raw material. So your raw material bills will be financed. Suppose you are taking any raw material from like Jindal, let us say, steel you are procuring from Jindal. So you can get your pro forma invoice from the Jindal and you can give to us. You directly make a payment on your behalf to the Jindal. So what is the advantage? Whatever the advantage you have will be like you can, as if it is a cash purchase, you can have a cash discount there.
My question is, suppose startups have already taken MSME bank loan
Yeah.
under this scheme, like ROGM scheme or CDT MSME scheme. So 1 crore loan is running. Apart from that, for the raw materials, you will be getting that.
Yeah.
You say that already your.
Yes, yeah. That's like see, for NSSC, this NSSC raw material finance, we take the bank guarantee as a your security, bank guarantee. Okay, see when you go to the any other than bank, when you go, generally when your CC limits are not sufficient, generally your CC limits will be 25 to 30% of your turnover. That is general. Only exceptional case it will be little more. So if the CC limits are not sufficient, then you definitely look for the other alternative, like you go with to your friends or soft loans from relatives or from NBFCs and all. There are a lot of NBFCs are there. Taking a loan from NBFC, like private NBFC, it's in a 1 day you can get everything. But the rate of interest and all, the repayment, that will be later you will have a problem. Like since we are a government, everything it is a return, on return, whatever we are telling, we are writing on the document. So our rate of interest, I told, it is 9 to 10.75% per annum. If you have a rating, good rating, it will go less, 1% less even for the medium also. So we charge that much up to 180 days. It is a diminishing balance 180 days. So yearly, suppose if you take it like credit card, if you take a 1 crore loan now and after 10 days, if you can pay 10 lakhs, the 10 lakhs will be reduced from your this one. So the 10 lakhs again will be vacant, you can again take the 10 lakhs. So how much you use, pay, use, no need to wait for 180 days. You can rotate your cycle even for 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, whatever.
The payment is 180 days.
180 days will be the same slab. Up to 180 days, it will be up to 10.75%, that's the max. The same rate of interest will apply. After 180 days, there will be 1.25% penalty will be there per quarter. So that we finance only raw material. We won't give any loan for your salaries. Those things will not. Other PSUs, not other PSUs, other NBFCs and all, they give loan even for your salaries also. Like any GST bills, suppose you are hiring the people from the third party. So if you supply the GST bill, that also they will be financing. But we give only for the raw materials. This is about the RMS scheme, raw material assistance against the bank guarantee. Apart from that, NSSC also have a scheme called bill discounting scheme. Like banker, we also have a bill discounting scheme. In this scheme, your bills, whatever you raise to the PSUs, whatever the bills you raise to the other MSMEs, can be discounted from us. And here you have to pay within 90 days, but the rate of interest will be the 1% lesser than the RMS scheme. In the RMA I told it is 10.75%. Here max will be 9.75%. And here, suppose I sold the material to railways, and that bill you can come to us and you can discount, and within 90 days you have to again repay. And rate of interest will be the max will be 9.75. That is called bill discounting. Other like banker, we also have a bill discounting scheme. Apart from that, if anybody is a trader, wholesale retail traders are there. For wholesale retail traders also, we finance as a RMA. So you can take a raw material from us, you can use the RMD scheme, like raw material distribution scheme from us, even you can take a raw material from us. Because in the MSME classification, even the trader also comes under the MSME. The trader also is a MSME if you have a valid Udyam. So a trader also can come to us and take a facility from us, that is a RMA scheme. So they can take their bills, they can use the bill discounting as well as they can use the RMA, that is called wholesale trader raw material scheme is there. So that even trader also can come to us. This is there from 2 years. And earlier this trader we never used to finance a trader, now we are financing trader also.
Sir, is it even for the startups, sir? I heard that they need to have some 2
Yeah.
years of...
See, for startup, madam, anybody, whether it is startup or already existing, I said in the beginning itself, you should have a bank guarantee. So when you have a limit, then you can directly approach us. That is anybody, whether a startup or a big, up to the medium, they can come to us. So because anywhere we have to take a security, here we take a BG as a security. So like even we will be having a lot of infra companies, we will be having companies who require more raw material financing than the machinery requirement. Like for example, I can give you an example of the HDB pipe manufacturers, where the investment in the plant and machinery will be very less. But if they want to procure the PE granules and all, it will be very costly. So they can come to us. Apart from that, we have one more financial scheme is there. Like we even give a we have a bank type scheme is there. We have a MOU with all the PSUs. We have all MOU with all the PSUs. You can come to us. Suppose you want to change your banker, you can come to us. We can get your thing through from us and with the better limits and all. Even you can shift over the bank, also you can approach us. We have a bank type scheme is there. We can fight for you for the better rate of interest and all, other limits and all. So we have a bank MOU with all the PSU banks as well as the major scheduled banks.
So how much is the BG amount?
It is 100% security will take.
100%?
Yeah. Now, even if you calculate that also, as a financial, this one, if you calculate that also, even if you BG also, you get some 6 to 7% interest you get. But BG generally, that depends on your bank. If it is HDFC, ICICI, they take 10% BG, 10 to 15%. With the national bank, also nowadays they are giving up to 10 to 15% margin money. They are taking as a FD and they are giving you the BG. So this all depends on how you take a limits from the bank. If you very wisely you take a limits, non-fund limits from the bank, like costing you 10% as a this one margin money, then NSSC scheme will be very cheaper than the bank what you pay. Even some MSMEs, not all, some MSME even they pay 13% to the banks. I've seen so many sanction letters. 13% to the even national banks like Union Bank and all. So like that depends. Maybe your financial may be good, but how very well you take a limits from the bank, that is important. If your limits are, non-fund limits are given with the lesser collateral and all, you can take advantage of the scheme and all. Anybody?
Sir, any discounts in registrations for SC/ST candidates?
Yes, I told 100 rupees only, 100 plus GST.
For this 11,500, what you said?
In the 100 plus GST, you get two things, B2B, B2C and the NSS registration. That in that also, the 25 scheme, that was SC/ST, how much that is? Even SC/ST, I didn't touch this SC/ST here. We have separate the SC/ST hub at the ECL crossroads. We have 17 schemes are there. Even SC/ST units, entrepreneurs, they can, even the annual, the fee what you pay to the bank, renewal fee and all, everything can be reimbursed. Even SC/ST, the units can be taken a training, 1 month, 2 months training from the NSS registered, this one, for the upgradation of your business and all. There are so many schemes, 17 schemes are, you visit our site nssc.co.in and there is a office at the ECL crossroad, NSSC SC/ST hub. So visit there and there are 17 schemes are there apart from the what I didn't cover. For just registration and all, you can approach any branch. That I told. But other things I didn't tell because for that there is a hub is there. Even SCST hub, we have a separate schemes are like in SCST hub, they even support in the marketing by before team comes, like team will come next year. But SCST also does the man holding from Uddam to the final. Even in the SCST hub, we have some schemes are there. We have a bank tie-up and you get a loan without collateral, like up to 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs and all. So for that you have to approach the SCST hub.
Can I get your contact number?
Yeah.
Collateral, without collateral or collateral?
Without collateral up to 20 lakhs. There. Not, see even CGST scheme also up to 2 crores now it has gone to 5 crores. So that will be given by the banks. The nodal agency is the MSME'S and PVAC, but the main processing will be done by the banks. So there will be a lot of political, so much that you know very well than me. So up to 5 crores you can take under that scheme. And there are so many schemes are there for SHG, Mudra and all, small amounts.
But even Mudra scheme also, there is no collateral.
There is no collateral. There is no collateral, but bankers sometimes they see at least you have a residence, house or not, because you should not run away from them. No? So there things are there. Any doubts? Yeah, thank you very much.
Sir, your contact number?
Yeah. Last slide. Yeah, my name is Madan Mohan. My number is 9652 771795. 9652 771795. My mail ID is madanmohan@nssi.co.in. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Shubham Professor to please. Now I request Gulshan sir, please felicitate sir. Just to give clarity to your point, sir. Your registration is sufficient enough for EMD exemption.
Okay.
But what NSIC does is they do the capacity assessment of the enterprise. And that enhances the possibility of your opportunities more. That is one thing. And second thing, if you are getting onboarded into MSME Global Mark, which is our e-commerce platform, for micro entrepreneurs there is a reimbursement for whatever fee you are paying. Up to 75% of the amount is reimbursed, maximum up to 25,000. Be it any special category or any general category, we have for ministry called as PMS scheme, procurement and marketing support. Through that scheme, for micro entrepreneurs for getting on board into MSME Global Mart, the fee is reimbursed. Now we'll break for tea. Just after tea break, we have the cluster session where there is a 30 crore grant for the clusters. So after tea, I request you to sit patiently for another 20 minutes, gain that knowledge also, and then thank you. Tea break is only 5 minutes, please, or otherwise you can take your tea and come back to your seat so that we can parallelly start the session.
ఏం చేయాలి ఇంట్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు దాన్ని తీసుకుంటాం సార్ ఇప్పటి నుంచి
Thank you.